Previously, on the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. The north of Faerun finds itself embroiled in chaos, as the long benign cult of the dragon has recently made a resurgence, and is actively pillaging nearby lands at the behest of 7 Sajarin, who is attempting to gather 5 dragon masks to release Tiamat from her prison in the 9 Hells. Meanwhile, 4 novice adventurers journey to the town of Greenest as caravan guards for the belligerent Nub McGrub. During said journey, they came to know Nub's bodyguard, Sebastian Crenshaw, and the reserved Marlowe Duskwood, who did their best to make the group feel welcome, despite Nub's foul temperament and overt self-interest. When the party reached their destination, they were greeted by the sight of a blue dragon that circled ominously over the town. Sensing the plight below, the party ventured further in, and soon arrived at Greenest Keep, where they became acquainted with Governor Naito and Castilian, who proceeded to explain that since the start of the attack 5 hours ago, no civilians had managed to make their way to the safety of the fortress, and thus the pair urged the party to lead the rescue effort in the governor's stead, and to save as many people as they could. The group soon encountered a convoy, and devised a plan of attack, which was mostly successful, but a moment of hesitation on Delaman's part almost cost the party the element of surprise. As a guard scream threatened to bring a pack of ambush drakes, the party made a quick escape, and narrowly evaded their pursuers, bringing the people back to safety, much to the delight of the governor. The party, with some difficulty, managed to stage a successful rescue at a nearby temple, and noticed on their way back to the keep that the raiders were beginning their retreat. Upon our hero's return, the group started to discuss their next move, but was soon interrupted by Langderosa Cyanraf, who posed a challenge to the party to meet him in one-on-one combat with the lives of 3 civilians in the balance. The party now have 5 minutes to consider the decision. And now we return as the Tyranny of Dragons continues. Okay, good afternoon, evening, a bit of an earlier stream today. We're back again with Hoard the Dragon Queen with Doom, Pema, Zaark, and Forever the Elf. How is everyone doing this evening?
Enjoying my weekend off.
Yeah, that is mainly the reason why we're actually able to do this at a somewhat reasonable hour this time. But yeah, we ended on quite the cliffhanger last time, so just for because we kind of had to break off mid-conversation, I would say that you guys are still actually talking to Langderosa. You can choose to walk away now and start your discussions, or you can ask any more questions if you want to.
Can you give us a recap of what was said?
Okay, so basically, Langderosa has let you know that he's got 3 hostages. He wants someone to fight him in one-on-one combat. If he either doesn't get a response or you refuse the offer, the dragon will attack the keep.
Did he say what the term was of what happens if we lose?
He didn't. All he said to you was, you just said, if we win, sort of like, will this happen? And he said, yes, if you win. But he hasn't specified what will happen if you lose.
Okay. Given we're still talking to him.
Okay. You going to say something to him, Nemsai?
If we lose this fight, what will happen?
Yeah. Langderosa kind of just raises his eyes to meet yours and says, that entirely depends on how much this fight satisfies me. He says nothing else.
So you want a good fight, huh? You want a fair fight?
More than you know.
Well, as you can see, our companions are a little worse for wear. Perhaps you would allow us some time for rest. You can fight a fully able opponent.
You have this fortress. Surely you have the means to provide some means of recovery.
Would you take a handicap? We have been fighting all morning. Well, all evening, I should say.
Langderosa considers. I would say roll persuasion because you're negotiating with him now.
Come on, come on.
15. Okay, on a 15, Langderosa is going to say, I will fight you using the spear if you are unable to find a way to recover. As I said before, this city air is insufferable. You have 5 minutes. Talk it over. If you have no means to recover, I will fight your champion with the spear. That is as much as I'm willing to budge.
What are the conditions of win or lose?
His body hits the floor, or mine?
First blood or death?
Again, depends on how much the fight satisfies me. I should remind you, you're in no position to negotiate here, and I'm already being far too generous.
There is one more thing. If you want a fight, you make sure that your people do not attack our champion before he reaches you, and that they do not interfere. If you are fighting, they aren't fighting.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm glad we understand each other on this.
Yep,
I'll look to everyone around
gives
me
you a
and I'll
nod of
jerk my head.
respect. That.
I'll jerk my head to the side to get down off the battlements.
Okay, so you guys moving away from the battlement now?
Yep.
Okay,
The fortress.
so he just shouts up, I await your answer. Don't dally long.
So, which of us feels confident? I am not the best in martial combat.
Zaark, you lizard man, good. Slap Sis flinging my axe over my shoulder.
I'd like to look up to Nighthill. Is there anything left to recover one of us?
I'll go and see Sasha. She may have something. Okay.
And with that, I'll look to Zaark whilst he goes away. Do you have any way of using any abilities?
Zaark tired from fighting all day.
Zaark, do you still have your whetstone? Can you sharpen your axe?
Still sharp.
I'd like to look down to Castilian, I think it was, wasn't it, for the
Yes,
dwarf?
to Castilian, yeah, that's right.
Do you have any way you can help him out?
As much as I want to help you, lad, I don't really have anything for this. Did you get a good look at the guy, by the way?
He is of the dragon folk. He looks strong. For this fight, to be fair, I have another condition. I will pose it to him when we answer.
It may be too late. He's waiting on us now.
He did stipulate he would only use the spear. Maybe good enough.
If we know recover.
I'll have my healing potion out, but has Nighthill returned yet?
Okay, as you guys finish this conversation, Nighthill comes back, but Sasha is also with him. And they're actually talking to this guy over here. They're not talking to you directly yet, although you can just hear them bickering amongst themselves. Sasha actually seems to be getting quite frustrated at Nighthill, and like this guy is now saying, Nighthill, you saw them, they have my family. Yes, McGuff, they have your family as we suspected. But you can't. Damn what you think! I am going to go out there and save my family! You can't stop me! Calm down, McGuff. And Sasha interjects. I've known you for so many years. For so many years, Leo. You are not going out to fight that thing. I've already seen that family broken up once. I am not going to let you go out there and do it again. So Nighthill was having this conversation. Do you guys jump in on this?
I don't.
I'll go for. I'll go towards
McGuff.
what was it? McGuff. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was going to say something else. We'll send one of ours out. We'll take care of this.
To be honest, he's really flustered. He can't quite get his composure, and he just goes, "Only because it's one of you. I haven't had a chance to talk to you, to thank you for your services this evening. I'm sorry." He extends a hand out to you and shakes it. "We have a lot to thank you for, but you have to understand. Have you ever seen..."
We understand.
Oh.
We understand your need to be close to your family. We understand your need to try to solve them yourselves. But I believe in this case, your best option might be to let us go, to get them back to you.
As much as I don't like it, you speak a lot of sense, more sense than I was a few moments ago. I apologize. Sasha, listen, I know I have no right to ask you this, but you're gonna have to let these people use what you created. You're ashamed of it anyway. Can you just... The Order of the Bill is never going to accept what you've made. Just let these people use it, just so they have a chance. Sasha looks a bit flustered, but after a few moments, she goes back into here again, and she brings out another potion, but it's not like any that you've seen previously. It seems to be multicolored and luminous.
Potion look pretty.
She goes to the center of the group and goes, "Listen, I never really thought I would ever have to use this. I'm not sure how helpful it's going to be to you, but if my theory is correct, this should revitalize any one of you. I've run a few tests. It seems to simulate the effect of having a good night's sleep. It should allow any of you to cast spells to do so again, and, well, looking over to Zaark, I'm not sure what it would do to you. But given the situation, I can offer no else, and
Sasha, you have given us so much.
McGuff's family's life is more valuable than my wounded pride. Please, if it helps you, take it. Whichever one of you is going to go out and face that thing, take it."
Zaark will go.
Okay.
As much as I would like to be able to use my mind again, I would not fare well against that thing.
Okay.
You may be our best shot, big one.
Right. As this conversation...
A quick observation. And does Zaark have his hand axes on his hips?
No. I believe I lost them in the previous fights, as well as all but one of my javelins.
I would notice that, so I would take one of my hand axes and I would pass it to him in case you lose your weapon.
Castellian will actually interrupt you and go, "You do remember we've got the armory. I told you about it last time. Just go and grab a couple more from there." So
take javelin too?
Yeah, we got one knocking about.
What about armor to fit?
Nothing like that.
Zaark, no use armor.
We just got weapons, lads. Don't really have much in the way of armor. More expensive.
I'm going to turn to the rest of the group. So,
while this is going on, I would like to say something to Sasha in a way that no one else will understand us.
Okay.
I'm assuming no one else will understand us.
If it's what I'm thinking, they will.
They will understand?
They won't. Sorry, beg your pardon.
Okay. The same way she spoke to me.
Yeah.
A few sessions
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Which said thank you.
I'm going to do. Yes, I said thank you. You said you. Yeah. And I'm going. How did I phrase this? Thank you again, Sasha. We couldn't be here this long without the help. I'm sure what you created, it will work. It will help us. I'm sure of it. I feel it inside. And when this is done, maybe the two of us can talk some more.
Sasha will reply to you, nothing would make me happier, but I don't want to waste your time. I understand that fingers put us on a time limit, so yes, I would very much like to have a conversation with you as well. But I'm just hoping that that my creation won't have a lasting impact on your friend, but it's all I can do.
I'm sure it will be fine. If there's anything, the two of us together will figure it out.
She nods silently and is basically just saying thank you, for your support. Nighthill at this point is going to say to Castilian, get these bodies inside, pointing to the bodies of the cultists and guards that they brought back earlier. The stench is really starting to get up my nose, and I can't stare at those robes any longer. Okay, with that, Castilian is going to move these away, and as
he does that, I'd like to see if one or two of the robes are still salvageable.
Yep, if you stop Castilian, and he'll let you inspect them. I'd say do an investigation just to see how damaged it is. Oh, sorry, I think I need to move over to... Oh, okay. Okay, so on an 18, a little bit of bow damage here and there, but otherwise, yeah, they're fairly intact.
In that case, I will clear with the Castilian to remove the ropes, so that they might be used.
Okay, in that case...
Remove them from the corpses.
Yep, Castilian...
Not put them on, just bundle them up and keep them.
Oh yeah, Castilian will acknowledge that, and he'll sort of like, if you don't specify where you want him to leave him, he'll just take him with him and just put them somewhere. Okay.
For now, yeah.
Yeah, and Castilian will do that. Okay, so Nighthill will say to McGuff, we need you to get your head straight. Go into the infirmary for a couple of minutes, calm down, come out here, and be ready. If this dragonkin, whatever it is, doesn't keep its word, we need you to coordinate the counterattack. Can I count on you, McGuff? Yes, yes, Governor. I'm truly sorry. And with that, McGuff will go inside. Okay, so at this point, Langderosa is going to shout over the wall. You've had more than enough time. I have been generous. Send out your champion now, or the dragon descends.
Zaark drunk the potion?
I don't know, Zaark hasn't specified.
I will now upon hearing them.
Okay, so Zaark, as you drink this potion, it does exactly what Sasha said. It is going to basically restore you to full hit points, and you actually feel the passion of your rage burning again, so you have your rage slots back as well.
Nice.
Although, what's a little bit strange is that as you drink it, your field of vision starts to become blurry and multicolored. Kind of... Yeah, it's a little bit trippy, but after a few moments, it kind of... The effect goes away, but the colours... Like colours seem brighter at the moment for some reason. But other than that, you feel no ill effects.
Oh, why it's so bright out?
I'll turn to Sasha. You must tell me what was in that potion.
Another time, maybe. I can't say I'm particularly proud of it. but it's literally our only option. Okay, by the way, there is a...
Seeing that.
Oh, sorry, go on.
We've seen that. I'm going to go back up onto the ramparts. I'm going to stand with my arms folded facing the Dragonkin.
Okay, incidentally, you can just go out the front here, Zaark. Yeah, that is supposed to be a door. It's not a very good door, but it is a door. Okay, so Zaark saunters out of the keep. A few of the kobolds and the ambush drakes kind of move away. So they're basically forming a circle around you. I might just have to give me a second to move them around a little bit. So Langderosa is motioning for you to stand about here. So yeah, there's about 20-30 feet away from you. Okay, so Langderosa will give you a look up and down and say, a brawler. Not exactly what I expected. I would thought the short one seemed to be a more battle-hardened, but you'll do. Tell me, have you recuperated?
Zaark strong.
I appreciate your honesty. There's been many a warrior who's faced me before who would try to deceive me. And with that, he brandishes a greatsword.
Speaking of deception,
No. He didn't deceive.
Nope. He asked him a question and Zaark answered him directly, so...
I know of your kind. This is a fair fight. You keep your breath to yourself, or I use this. And I'll point to the ballista.
Actually, you're trying to intimidate him here with the ballista, aren't you?
Diplomacy.
Or intimidation.
That is intimidation.
Yeah.
If you mention the ballista as a deterrent, it's intimidation. So give that roll for me.
It's a 12.
Right. Unfortunately for you, Langderosa is just going to raise an eyebrow and say, "If I want to use my breath, I will use it to destroy that contraption first. If you attack me,
fair enough.
You will be violating the terms of our arrangement, and these people will die where they stand. Although..." Oh, sorry, go on.
While that is going on, I'll try to sidle up to Arthur and ask Arthur, do you know how to use these ballistas? Are you confident in operating them?
Confidence enough.
Then maybe you should be ready for it. Just prepared.
I am.
So,
don't worry.
Langderosa will say one more thing.
This was all whispered and out of earshot.
Oh no, he hasn't heard you, he's just saying something else. He's talking mainly to Delamain still. He just goes, "Considering how fortuitous this night has been, I am willing to show you a demonstration of good faith." Langderosa raises his hand and he motions for the two children to be released. And they go running back into the keep. "I will release 2 of my hostages. You have been honest, and you have adhered to the terms of my combat. But if you try anything more, I will not hesitate to kill the woman. Am I understood?"
You're understood.
You're generous.
Understand that if we see something, if we see one of yours acting out of line, we will not hold back fire.
"If you see one of mine acting out of line, I will kill them myself. No one will interfere with this combat. Not you, not my men, and definitely not you, Rama."
Much talking. Zaark want to fight.
"Yes, I believe I do as well." Okay, and with that, we are going to roll initiative. I'm just going to switch.
You mean you're going to roll initiative?
Yes, yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I'll turn to the other two. Well, I tried. I do not doubt the big one's martial prowess, but The dragonkin are strong. What happens if he falls?
Best hope he can get back up. Also said that the first one that falls, as long as he's satisfied.
Sorry, just give me a second. Okay. Sorry, I just need to look at something a sec. Right. Okay, here we go. Unfortunately, Langderosa will be moving first.
So I get on that one.
You
Wow.
got a nat one, yeah. That is
Side effect of the potion.
Yeah, we'll say it was that. Okay, so Langderosa is going to. Let me just see what his movement is. Yeah, he's basically 30 feet. Like, yo. So he. To go between two many screens. Right. So he is going to move forward. And he is going to start by just taking a great sword attack against you. Okay.
No, it doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit.
It does.
Right, okay. So... Wow. You got lucky.
Wow.
I did.
Oh. Yeah, this guy isn't a kitten. I'd be very careful. So that is going to be 6 damage away from you. Okay. Zaark, as you get hit by Langderosa's attack, you feel your head start to get really muzzy. And your vision kind of becomes more multicolored again, but otherwise, it's your turn.
Say I'm annoyed for being hit, confused at why my vision's like that, so I shall rage,
Okay.
and then I shall attack Langderosa with my great axe.
Okay. Just remind me what resistances you get, so I keep meaning to store this in your... Is piercing, slashing, and something else?
Bludgeoning.
Slashing and bludgeoning. Go for 4 to that. Okay.
Unless it's a magical weapon, which I fucking hope not.
It isn't. I would have told you if it was. Okay. Yep. Go ahead and roll to hit.
That would be a 19.
19 hits. Okay, and roll your damage, sir.
And this is +2 because of the rage.
Okay.
10.
10 damage. Okay, respectable. Okay, so you sort of like he goes in to hit you with the great sword, doesn't quite get it. You take advantage of his blind spot, and you kind of just graze his shoulder with that. So yeah,
Does I do that?
he gives you a toothy smile. He's quite impressed by that. Okay, so Langderosa is going to do much the same again. Just have to go back to his sheet. Oops, daisy. And he's going to do another attack with his greatsword. Okay, does 19 hit?
It does.
Ooh, actually, that's bad for you. He has improved critical. Dear.
That's not a 19 though.
Yeah, it's not
He
enough.
rolled 13.
Oh, wait,
Bug, don't scare us like that.
doesn't
Yeah.
critical only
Yeah,
work
Bug.
on a natural roll?
Yeah.
Ah, right, so it can't be modified. Okay.
Else any 20 would be.
I was just
like
about
an
to say,
anything.
yeah, but that's still not
goddamn
great. Okay, so Langderosa gives a toothy smile, and he sort of just rams the great sword into your side.
I mean, it is half because of rage, right?
Yeah, I mean it's going to. What's the? That's the slashing. Is that slashing or piercing damage? Actually, I'm just slashing
Slashing.
damage. I just had to double check. just so I know which one to select on my. So yeah, Zaark will resist it. Okay, so Zaark is looking pretty beat up. Okay, Zaark, do me a favor, and let me just see what my notes say for this part. Right, Zaark, as you're hit again, the muzziness kind of intensifies. Do me a favor and roll a wisdom save.
And
A 10. Okay, so the like the potion, so like you feel a little bit dizzy, but you regain 1d. Roll a d6 for me. Okay, so the muzziness sort of stabilizes a bit, and you get 2 health back. You feel
Nice.
your wounds knit shut slightly. Okay, what do you do now?
I will attack again with my great axe.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, nat 20.
Are you serious?
Ah,
Yes, I
Wow,
am.
that looks nice. Okay, roll your damage. And it's going to be another dice, because it's crit.
And I get an extra one because of my brutal criticals.
Oh, have you got that now?
Well, it's an orc feature, isn't it?
But I mean, do you have brutal critical from level 2?
it'd be from level 1 if it's a race feature.
Okay, okay, I just... Sure, okay. So,
Uh,
so you roll another...
Savage attack, sorry. When you score a critical hit.
Okay, yeah, because it isn't brutal critical, that's savage attacks. Okay, so when you crit with a weapon, you can roll... Okay. Right, so how much is that going to be in total? And I'm just looking at the total at the moment.
Okay, so you got a 7, 14, 23.
23. Okay. So Udis and Langderosa is taken aback quite genuinely, and he'll actually say here, yes, finally, a worthy opponent. Yeah, he's going to be getting quite serious now.
Oh, good.
Looks like he's having fun at least.
Yep, he is having fun. More than you know. Okay, so Langderosa is actually going to start using his multi-attack now. He wasn't using that before. I assume you end your turn, by the way, is that?
No, I'll never end my turn ever again.
He'll just look at you menacingly, okay? So,
Oh,
Langderosa is going to roll to hit with the Great Sword again. Does an 18 hit?
Does.
And he rolled badly.
Okay.
10
10.
does not.
Oh no, 10 is the damage.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately for you, that's the damage. Okay, so...
Half to 5.
Right, so... Okay, so... Langderosa, seeing that you're quite injured, will say, "You gave me a brief skirmish. I am truly thankful. But now I'm going to strike you down."
Is the damage not tracking right, by the way?
Why? What's wrong with it?
On the Twitch stream, you just took off 10 damage.
Oh, I think I took it off from... Oh, I didn't specify the type, so yeah, you should have...
5 more back.
Yeah, 5 more back. Sorry, that was my mistake. I selected the wrong option. 10 does not hit, I assume?
You roll damage there?
Oh, did I roll damage? Sorry, I...
No,
Oh no, I
no,
rolled
no,
to hit.
that's
Rolled to
1d20 plus 6, so that's the second attack.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
10 doesn't hit you.
That doesn't hit. No.
Oh, this...
Okay, so with that, Zaark, so at your turn again, roll another wisdom save.
9.
Okay. So roll a d10 for me.
10.
Okay. So your vision is getting like it seems that the colors that were bright once before are darkening, but your vision's now darker than it was. It's not affecting your ability to concentrate, it's just your head feels really muzzy. But you do get 10 health back. However, considering this second will save failed, you start to feel something really unusual going on. Your fingertips seem to start tingling. Okay, so that's all
I think
happens for now.
take that to gripping his axe too tightly at the moment.
Okay, so are you going to attack?
I am.
Okay, go ahead.
Teen.
13 unfortunately does not hit. Langderosa just like kind of seeing how much he damaged him the first time is a lot more on guard. He actually catches the axe with his hand and he thrusts it away. So it kind of goes off to your side. This guy is pretty strong.
You have to teach Zaark how to do that.
Maybe in another life.
Did Zaark lose his axe? Or...
Oh no, he didn't lose his axe. I was just flavouring the miss, just to say that he kind of
okay.
like... No, he just kind of like... He took his arm and he kind of like just threw his arm down to, you know, stop the attack from hitting. Sorry, Sorry, I don't mean to make this more tense than it already is. Okay.
I'll let him say it.
Right, so Langderosa just goes, yes, more!
Does he lose his?
He got too excited yet. He impales his sword into the ground. Okay, so in that case, Langderosa is actually going to... Let me just see what he's going to do. He's actually going to try and tackle you.
Okay.
So roll an opposed strength check. Don't know if
Ooh,
this...
you might check your barbarian features. You may get advantage on that.
So he gets
Actually-
20 plus 4. Oh, yeah. Okay. God, you didn't roll.
Hold on for a second.
Sorry. I've just done the roll for you.
Yeah, you do. Advantage on checks and saving throws.
Okay, fair
in
enough.
religion.
So...
I mean, that was a dice roll, not on the actual result on my end.
So did you roll a 13, Zaark?
Yeah.
Right, so Langderosa goes to tackle you, but you manage to meet his strength and you push him back. I would say that considering how frenzied his attack, his lunge was, that you push him back by about 5. Yeah, I think you push him maybe back. Oh, I need to go to my other screen to do that. Back to about here.
You know,
I would
does
say,
that count as?
I'm going to
square?
give you an opportunity if you want to. That's kind of his price of being reckless. So go ahead and roll to attack.
Yeah, I miss.
Okay. Right, so Langderosa calms down and he's going to pull out his spear as his interaction. And he'll end his turn now. Okay, Zaark, make a wisdom save for me again.
Make the barbarian have wisdom saves. God.
Oh, you've got rolling so badly on these. Right,
I've got
okay.
2, right?
Roll a con save then, in that case. Because it's the third time you failed.
First?
Right.
13 on save.
Okay, so with the wisdom save, the dizziness is starting to get a little bit bad, and you kind of feel that you're going to be sick. But with a 13, you manage to kind of recompose yourself. but no other effects take place this turn for you. Okay, so what do you do?
I'd like to move in and press my attack.
Okay, go ahead. Unfortunately, 11 does not hit. He kind of parries you with the spear. But apart from that, no additional
Spot.
ground is gained on either side. Do you do anything else, Zaark?
And now I'll end my turn.
Okay. So, Langderosa is going to do a multi-attack with the spear. Yanks. Okay, oh god, 23 does hit, I imagine.
No, you asked. It doesn't hit.
I don't believe you because 22 hit you.
Damn it.
Okay, that would be 9. Just check, it's probably slashing damage as well, isn't it?
It's piercing.
Piercing. Oh.
I still get it halved though.
Oh no, you do. I was
Is
just
it round-
I was just double checking their type. And actually need to select piercing from the damage. There we go. Okay, and then
So-
he is going to make another attack against you. Okay. 22 hits. Okay, and 9 again. Well, obviously it's not going to be 9 once it's been halved.
Should we just say I took 9 damage that turn?
Half round down.
Yeah, I think I don't remember if my damage rounds up. You're on.
Rounded up.
Yeah, I think it rounds up on my tool. You want me to give you one more hit point?
Technical
I'll let you.
question. Technical question.
Yeah, go ahead.
With the multi-attack, does the second attack get the modifier or just...
It does,
Both do.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just for two.
unfortunately, they both do.
Yeah, I was just curious.
No, it's fair enough. It's not a mechanic that we all have touched on before. Okay, so Zaark, as you take this damage, your breath is starting to become quite laboured. Not really from the damage that you took, though. Something else is happening. Okay, so Langderosa's turn ends. Zaark, roll wisdom again.
Roll good for once, roll good for once, roll good for once.
Gonna pass. Feel it.
Alright, okay, finally. So,
Told you.
Zaark, on a 19, this tingling in your fingertips and your vision, like the tingling in your fingertips stops and your vision clears. And you kind of just feel nothing for a moment, as if everything is normal. However, a few moments later, Langderosa starts to sort of become visibly uncomfortable by something. Kind of like you've attacked him, but nothing has happened. Just gonna roll this. Let me just see how this works here. Yeah, I'd probably say it's a 15 for that, so I'm just gonna roll this save for Langderosa. He's got a +3, so he might pass it. Okay, no, he doesn't pass that. Okay, so what does he take? So, Langderosa's arm just suddenly starts to, kind of like the skin starts to peel away a little bit, and he winces in pain. At the same time, Zaark, let me just go back to here. So at the same time, because I'm just still reading over this. Zaark, roll me a d12 plus 2. Right, so Zaark, you feel some sort of protective layer form around you. You can't really describe it, but it feels that you're sturdier now. You're not really sure what just happened. And from the looks on Langderosa's face, he doesn't know either. Okay, and with that, it's your turn proper.
Do I have I actually registered this has happened?
Langderosa...
In fact, I'm raging in the fight to notice.
You kind of just feel sturdier than you did before. Langderosa, his arm just started peeling randomly. And in fact, just before your turn, he just goes, "What are you doing?" Is one of them Actually, I would say that this is enough to distract him, so roll your next attack with advantage, because he suspects there might be foul play here. Okay, and roll again for your advantage. Okay,
24.
Both would hit. Okay, roll your damage.
Can I roll damage for both?
No, just the one.
Nice try.
I'm still being very nice to you.
Wow.
Okay, so
6.
that is 6 damage. So you strike him and
+2.
Oh, is it +2? Nice.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
of his
8.
rage. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Langderosa actually is looking pretty hurt now, actually. And he kind of just, like, snaps back and he just growls at you. Okay, so at this point goes, No, this didn't come from them. I would have heard something. There's something strange about you. I like you. They made a mistake, you know. I am no dragonborn. I am a half-dragon, and I will show you what that means. Okay, and with that, you see, Zaark, that a ball of light starts to form in Langderosa's mouth. Make a dexterity save.
Nine.
That is so unfortunate. Okay, so... Okay.
Oh!
So, Zaark, unfortunately, you take that damage.
Shocking.
It really is. It's going to hurt quite a lot. I think that's probably more health than you've got. Actually, is it more health than you've got left?
It is.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Is that the attack or the damage?
That's the damage.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let me just double check what's going to happen here. So... Okay, Zaark, so as the... So the lightning breath unfortunately hits you head on, and you are knocked out by, I think you only had 20. You basically had 20.
I'm not knocked out. I dropped 1 HP using my relentless endurance.
Okay, fair enough. Man, this is not anticlimactic. This is very climactic.
Yep.
Okay, so that is going to be. Unfortunately, you don't get this half because that was lightning damage. So, so you're basically. I'd say that this attack. It won't take you down to 1 knee, but you're sort of just stood there, feeling really exhausted. Langderosa is visibly panting now as well, and just goes. You impress me more with each passing moment. Okay, and he ends his turn.
Can I see how damaged he actually is?
So, as I've described before, he looks pretty beat up. This was a much harder fight than he was expecting to have.
Like pretty beat up as in really good attack might finish him off, or...
You don't know? I mean, this is a pretty seasoned warrior, so it's difficult to tell.
He used the breath, did he? He used it.
He did not say he wouldn't.
Nope. I mean, to be honest, he just
Having
threatened to
fun
turn
down
on
there, Scaly?
He just completely ignores you. He's way too fixated on Zaark right now.
Sassing the dragon, man. All right.
To try.
Nah, he's a pretty disciplined guy, unfortunately, except when he lets loose like this. Okay, so, Zaark, roll
Yep.
another wisdom for me.
Wisdom.
Wisdom save, yep.
Good. Please.
9.
Oh no! No, how many fails is that? I have to actually count. I think this might be.
One.
I think this might be the third time. Okay. Zaark, you start to feel your consciousness fade a little bit.
Oh.
You're going to have disadvantage on your next attack. I'm so sorry.
Doesn't matter
Okay,
if
then.
you crit twice.
Okay. Go ahead, make your turn.
Okay then. I'd like to use my reckless attack to make that a regular attack, please.
Okay. Go ahead and roll then. So you'd just be rolling once, basically.
21.
21 will hit.
14 in total.
14 in total. Right, so... Let's check how much he's got left. So, yeah. With that, you swing into his side, and he actually drops to his knees. And he just says, "This was so much more than I was expecting." And he goes unconscious. Zaark.
I just like let out a bestial roar with my axe, like. "Roar!"
So Zaark, as this happens, the other guy, like the other, like the surrounding kobolds and ambush drakes move in. So they're just moving towards you. Do any of you react to this, or do you wait?
I have my crossbow up, but just aiming in their direction, but not aiming down the sights.
Okay, so if none of you react,
Moving towards the
ballista.
gate. No, I'm
Oh,
moving
sorry.
down and towards the gate to get to Zaark.
Right. So
As far as I can get towards him.
okay. So like if none of you are acting aggressively towards these guys, basically all these are doing are just dragging Langderosa away.
As they do so, I want to shout, "The woman!"
Person.
Langderosa sort of like is kind of like stirred to consciousness for a moment and goes, "Release her." Rama looks incredibly frustrated. He doesn't particularly want to abide by this order, but he's doing it out of reluctance. The woman goes free and runs back towards you guys. Okay.
Assuming that I've reached Zaark,
Oh yeah, you've reached that by now.
I would like to again touch his arm and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, so you do so. So
You have to.
just roll with your cure wounds, Gwen. 7. Right. Okay. So as you heal Zaark, Gwen, Zaark, you feel this sensation again, kind of return to your fingertips and this like glazing over your eyes, and then it suddenly stops. And at your feet, you notice that what appeared to be vines and thorns start appearing. How do you guys react to this?
I'm assuming I'm noticing them too.
Yep,
I'm not
they're visible
doing
to you
anything about
both.
them.
They're kind of just like forming in a 15-foot area around Zaark and yourself.
Gwen, what are you doing?
So like entangle.
Not to you, but it just appears that plant life is coming from nowhere.
Quick, the games go. Get him inside.
So, do you guys move into the keep?
Like,
Zack, we can't hear you.
Can I retrieve the guy's sword?
As you go to move towards the guy's sword, these guys here are giving you the stink eye. So you can decide whether or not you want to risk that.
I'll decide against it.
Okay. So are you moving into the keep, guys?
Yeah.
So Zaark, as you move, this plant life seems to be following you. Like wherever you stand, it seems to be generating from your area.
Flower lady, what you do?
Let's get inside.
Okay, so you guys go inside the keep, and this guy is going to step forward, and he's going to shout over, "I didn't actually expect Rama to be taken down by the likes of you. Oh, sorry, I'm Rama. I meant Langderosa, of course." Whoops. So...
That much in shock, I won.
Yeah, he isn't the brightest knife in the crayon box. So, he just continues, "As much as it grieves me to do so, I will honor the arrangement of this dragon. However, before I go, I'd like to give a parting gift to the short one." Kind of looking up towards you, Arthur.
yes.
They all short.
I'm
Rama,
not the short one.
so you might have noticed when I was describing these guys on the convoy, he's wearing a pauldron that doesn't quite match the rest of his armor. He takes it off and he throws it at the gate. And he just says, "Consider it a gift from an old friend. I'll see you soon, Arthur."
I narrow my eyes, wondering how he knows my name.
He just gives you a knowing look, and he walks away. And with that, the forces around the keep start to move away.
I'll stay up where I am and just watch them and not moving until I see that they've all gone.
So I'd say over the next few minutes, these guys all start to... Whoops. Well, actually, he's going to be going too. Actually, I'm just going to leave him on the map for a second. So it probably takes maybe about 10 minutes or so for everyone to start filtering away from the keep. But the dragon is just kind of like looking about, kind of just recovering the retreat. It actually doesn't really look like it was invested in what was going on here. And after a few moments, you kind of just see the dragon moves over to here, and it kind of just looks down on the keep, and it narrows its eyes, and pointing in the direction of this ballista, a light forms in its mouth, much like Langderosa's, but this one is much, much, much more intense, violent. What do you guys
Take
do?
cover!
Do you guys do anything?
Which ballista, sorry?
This
see which
one
one.
here.
That one?
Do you guys do anything to stop it, or are you just going to watch this happen?
I'm going to shout towards the guards, "Move!"
Okay, so given your warning, of these two guys are going to roll a deck save with advantage. Nope. Nope, that is really unfortunate. So, you see, sort of the sky actually seems to darken, or at least it seems that way with how intense the light in its mouth is. And after a few moments, it releases the energy, and just this brilliant streak of pale blue lightning just blows this ballista up, and these two guards just go off the side of the wall. Fortunately, they are quite dead. The dragon then just looks towards the five of you. And then, do you guys
Big
do anything
lizard need.
in reaction to that?
Big lizard need breath mint.
So the dragon doesn't do anything else, it's just staring you down. How do you guys react?
I don't.
To see the lightning breath of a blue dragon up close. Huh. What an honor. I certainly know the dead
closer.
people.
So,
Yeah, dead. It's not great.
My body tenses up heavily in response to it. I'm wanting to reach my crossbow, but I know that if I did so, it would probably not end well.
so if you guys don't do anything immediately to threaten the dragon is just going to, like, you guys could swear, you can't really tell, but it looks like it's just giving a really wry smile. And then after a moment, it flutters its wings, and you feel the air pressure shake the foundations of the keep. It is really, really intense. But then after a few moments, it flies away.
Alrighty then.
Just wanted to make a point.
Once it flies off, once it's been
Magnificent.
gone, I slowly untense and take deep, slow breaths.
Right, so
I'm just slouched against a wall, using my great axe as support.
okay,
Get a little energy back.
okay, and with that, the raiders appear to be gone. Okay,
With them gone, I'll make my way down to the gates to see what was thrown.
right, okay. So Arthur, you pick up a pauldron. What do you do with it?
I'll look it over.
Right. Okay. Are you still in investigation?
Sure.
Okay. So you turn the pauldron over a few times, seeing if there's anything special on it. Inside of the pauldron, you see a crest. A crest that you recognize. It is the crest of Fermagast.
I'll look at it in a moment and just simply stir before then placing it into my bag and closing my eyes. Then turning back and walking back inside.
Okay, so as this all concludes, Nighthill is going to call. Castilian went inside, but I just left him out here. Okay, Castilian, the raiders appear to have left. Send our men out. We need to make sure that the town is secured. Okay, so Castilian goes inside the makeshift infirmary and he fetches Sergeant McGuff, and the two with some soldiers from inside the keep just go out into Greenest proper. Okay, so what do you
I'm
do?
assuming McGuff looks much happier than the last time we saw him.
Yeah, actually, as sort of as McGuff passes you all, he says to the group, he says, "Thank you for." Oh yeah, he actually goes up and he hugs Zaark and just goes, "Thank you so much.
I'm just
Thank you.
confused.
You don't know what this means to me. I swear I will repay you in any way I can."
Thank you for trusting us.
Yeah, he comes down and he actually shakes your hand, Gwen. Just goes, "You speak a lot of sense. If you hadn't spoken up when you did, I might have run out there. So thank you especially."
We are glad things went the way they did.
okay?
It was close, but we got lucky. Let's make sure everyone else is safe too.
Yes. Now they're gone, I feel that maybe we have a chance. Tell me, actually, did you learn anything about what they were doing? There was talk, I overheard talk of a rune. They were going out to town, but do you know if they're still there, or if they're likely to return?
All we heard was they were taking things, mostly things. And someone wanted to take people, but others did not agree. We don't know for what. Just they wanted things.
Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. The safety of the people is paramount, of course, but we'll go into town and see what we can cover. Rest here, please. You've done more than enough for tonight, and it's about time that we actually did something to defend our town. Okay, men, let's move out. We need to reassure the people that everything is now well, and to recover any wealth that might still be out in the streets. And with that, MacGuff and a detachment of soldiers leaves with Castilian in tow.
There's still plant life around Zaark?
What was that, say?
There's still plants going around?
No,
Or-
after a couple of minutes. Actually, Zaark, what's your emotional state right now? Have you calmed down yet, or?
It's been more than a minute, he would have calmed down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Zaark, as you felt your rage subside, you no longer felt the plants growing from you.
Okay,
So,
then.
there might still be some around where you're standing, but you yourself are not generating anymore.
I'll turn to Gwen. Why were you casting a plant growth spell around him?
It was a side effect, not the spell I cast.
That wasn't you?
I would need to talk with Sasha some more.
Sasha is actually next to you at the moment.
Maybe potion?
It was a potent brew indeed.
I have never seen anything. Sasha is actually here, so she's just answering you now. I've never seen anything like this. I understood that in theory the potion would cause some nausea. I'm actually quite surprised that you didn't lose consciousness. You must have a very strong will. Talking to Zaark, yeah.
Just smile at that.
I expected it to have restorative properties. It seems that the effect of the potion lingers after its initial consumption, but it was as likely to hurt after the initial heal as it was to... I'm just glad that it didn't affect you too badly. Are you feeling well now?
Do I still feel any effects of the potion?
It seems that whatever the potion was doing to you has subsided. Like, your vision is returning to normal. It could be that the adrenaline of the battle kind of exacerbated the side effects, but you can't be sure. But you feel fine for now.
So is that just tired? I say, like, resting on my great axe.
Sasha, I think maybe all of us need to get some rest.
Yes.
And after the rest, we will talk with him again. I think we should write down.
Yes.
And we should see what happened. What
Yes,
exactly he felt.
Of course. I mean, as ashamed as I am of that thing, I'm sorry, my
You
inquisitiveness...
have nothing to be ashamed of.
You don't understand, but another time. It's...
This is amazing. This helped us. This saved us. This probably saved all of us around here. All the people in this keep, all the people in the city.
Thank you, truly. But yes, you are correct. Governor, I would assume that these slots are okay to stay with us. The governor comes over and he says, well, I would say, given what you've done here tonight, it's more than just stay with us. You can stay in my house if you like. I have a couple of guest rooms. You're more than welcome to stay there.
Any place. where we are a bit out of the way, I believe is fine for us now. But we thank you for the offer.
Yes. I'd say by now it's about midnight in real time. So I think Nighthill will just say to the guards, "Men, remain vigilant throughout the night. We can't rule out the possibility that this retreat is a feint, although these heroes require rest. So you need to pick up their slack whilst they recuperate." The shoulders shout back in acknowledgement, and Nighthill he bows to you guys and motions towards his house, which is over here. And he said, "Please, make yourselves at home." Okay. So do you guys do anything else, or do you want to go into Nighthill's house to rest straight away?
Can I run off to investigate where the dragon hit with its lightning breath?
Yep, you can.
I just want to look over it, take notes, admire the power.
What are you trying to discern from this exactly?
Nothing in particular. I'm just, I'm
It's
interested in dragons.
I think if you
It's
look
rare
at
to see a dragon's breath up close.
if you're looking at the dragon's breath, maybe I can't
I got to see one up close.
to kind of like roll an Arcana check just to get like a better idea of what caused the damage. Okay, unfortunately, with a 6, I'm going to say that you see just scorch marks along there. You can tell that this was from an adult. I will tell you it is from an adult blue dragon. I think that was probably pretty obvious, but yeah, there's only probably been one other time in your life where you've seen destructive power on this scale.
And the part of the keep still intact where it hit?
So Delman, do you actually go over to like the end here to kind of like see how much damage the dragon did?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, roll investigation. Okay, on a 15, I'm going to say that you can tell that although the wall is intact, it's been damaged very heavily. On a 15, I would say that you could probably tell the dragon was holding back quite considerably.
Oh, this is bad. This is mad.
Yeah, basically,
Very, very bad.
I would just say that what you saw was just a show of force, but not really meant to do that much damage. It's just so happened that, it's still very powerful, so bear that in mind. Okay.
I'm going to walk back to the group a little,
So sorry,
a
Arthur,
little shell-shocked.
just to catch up, basically Nighthill just said, stay in its house for a long rest. Baguff and Castilian have gone into town to see if there's any more raiders and if they can recover any treasure. That's about the gist of it.
Okay, thank you.
Right, sorry, did anyone want to do anything else?
Just say to Sasha in the morning.
Yes, I look forward to our conversation.
Me too. Me too.
Now, if you excuse me, I still have some bumbling oaths to attend to in there, so have a good rest, you've more than earned it. And with that, she goes back into the infirmary. Okay.
Speaking of bumbling oafs, that was quite a show you put out there. I am not one for physical confrontation, but I was impressed.
I think Zaark's too tired to realise he's stuck into him at this point.
I'll sort of look at him like,
Yeah.
over the eyes, like, perhaps Japes.
We need sleep, most of us.
Yes. We all need rest.
Okay.
One thing I didn't actually ask, just by the way.
No, go ahead.
What size was the pauldron?
Are you asking if you can wear it?
Just generally, what size was it? Not necessarily if I could wear it, I just want to know how big it is.
It would match with your armor. Probably about medium size. It's not too big.
Okay.
It's something that you could wear if you wanted to. Like I said, it didn't really match up with Rama's armor. It seemed maybe a bit undersized for him.
Okey-dokey. Okay.
Okay. So, what do you guys do now? Anything else before you rest?
I found the nearest bed.
Okay. You guys head into Night Hill's house. Oh, sorry, go on.
As we are settled down, I would like to take out my notebook and make some notes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so you guys go inside Governor Night's house. As you would probably expect from the governor, even from a small town, quite like with the ballistas, you're surprised at just how sumptuous the decor is, and the beds you sleep in are very comfortable indeed. There's 2 guest rooms, so there's 2 beds. There's 2 beds in one room, 3 beds in the other, so there's enough for all of you. So you guys, if Gwen wants to do some writing, there's a desk for her to write with her diary. Or
That
with
would
her
be
notebook, wherever it is.
That would be nice. Yes, diary, notebook, same thing.
Before I head inside, I want to take one last look at where the dragon was, the lightning breath thing, and just shiver.
So you're just kind of like looking at the area and shivering. Okay. Anything else?
Did I catch him doing that?
He kind of went over to here for he was over here for about a minute, so yeah, I'd say that you could probably see him from there. It's not really hidden from your view.
And when he comes back close and walks past me, a terrifying thing, isn't it? Dragonfire.
Indeed. They're powerful creatures.
Look, lightning to Zaark.
It's all the
The
same.
dragons hold many different powers of elements, all of them terrifying in their own way. And I'll just walk off after that.
I'll follow in.
Marlowe is following you guys. He doesn't really have much to say. He's probably just shell-shocked by the whole experience. I mean, he is just a kid. Okay. Zaark, are you coming in as well, or are you wanting to talk to Sasha?
Yeah, I'll stay in.
We're staying in the other. Okay.
Yeah. You just kind of walked into the infirmary there for a minute. Okay.
I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Sasha, actually, I'm going to say that you did walk into the infirmary and Sasha just kind of shoos you away because she's busy. Really appreciative, but yeah, you don't interrupt her when she's working. Okay, and with that, you guys get a long rest.
Yay.
Right, okay, so I'm actually going to give you your XP now. Because this is probably
Yay.
a good point to end it. So let me just see what my breakdown for this is. So I'm just going to kind of like read off the XP in order. So you're at the end of the stuff in Greenest, so you've completed the content here. So you're going to get 1,000 experience for completing Greenest. You're then going to get another 300 experience for saving everyone at the temple and saving the villagers at the convoy respectively. And then I had another scale depending on how you guys did there. So I wasn't expecting you to defeat Langderosa, honestly, even though I did give you a lot of help. So I'm going to give you let me just see if it'd be fair to give you all that. I'm going to give you 500 XP in addition to that. So what's that in total?
Nice.
So,
For all of us? Oh, okay.
I'm going to keep. I'm not going to give a big lump to Zaark because basically it was kind of like getting the best outcome for this part of the story. So
That's what, 1,800 total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1,800. So, a nice chunk of experience for you, I think.
Only 50 from next
Really
level.
nice.
Yeah, almost level 4. God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, as I say, if you had lost to Langderosa, we wouldn't have been anywhere near as good, but that wasn't an outcome I was actually expecting to happen.
So we derailed you a little bit.
Not really, it's kind of more, it was just very
Damn it.
unlikely.
The least likely one.
It was
Yeah.
just very
I
unlikely.
think Bug held back.
What?
Buck was rolling. That already held him back.
I
Same
mean-
as I roll.
To be honest with you, the fight was a lot more even than I thought. But yeah, I think I was kind of rooting for you to win there. But
I didn't think I would.
I really thought the lightning breath would have got you.
It did.
But yeah, I didn't.
Are we like talking out of game?
Oh, we're
right
talking
now?
out of game right now just because
All
you're
right.
having a long rest. Sorry, I
I
apologize.
know I shouldn't have, but I was curious, and I wasn't going to act on out of game knowledge. I looked up his stats, just to be curious about
Yeah.
what the hell he could do. Yeah, I thought we were fucked.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
because I didn't start him using multi-attack. I mean, to be honest, I actually did still hold back slightly. And you know what I mean, Elf, if you've seen the stat sheet. Yeah, if you didn't defeat him when he did, he would have action surged you.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
So,
I wasn't going to act on it, but I was just like, oh, just for me, just for out of
Yeah.
game me. I want to know.
if we were playing Green Nest as it was supposed to be played, like do going from level 1, I don't think you would have stood a chance.
Nah.
No.
And really, the only reason you probably won is because it did give you something of a MacGuffin.
Yeah. Holy.
Armor. Woo.
But it was
Thanks,
for a
Bug.
reason. It was actually for a story reason. I wasn't just doing that to be nice. Anyway,
One
so
more
go on.
question out of character because I simply couldn't hear it from acoustics.
Okay.
You mentioned an order for Sasha. You know the order of the. and
Ah,
then
right. So
it cut out for me
The or-
partially, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Order of the Beal.
Beal.
Yes, Beal. If you want to
Thank
make
you.
a note of that. Okay. So
I wanted. I wrote order off, but I couldn't finish.
it's okay.
Let's-
So
let's-
I don't know if you guys have already prepared what you want to do for 3rd level. Do you want a couple of minutes to think about it, or are you happy to move on?
I'm happy to move on.
I already know what spell I want to take for this level. I just need to decide on my magic options.
I've just got to decide on one thing, but I can do it as we're carrying on.
Okay, if you guys are ready to continue, I'll do so here.
A
Do
minute.
you want to
I
update
need
his
to
HP
check.
totals?
What comes even?
Right.
I don't even know what is at.
Oh,
this
sorry,
level.
the HP total is not updated. Yeah. Oh, for some reason Marlowe's is. I'm guessing it might be looking at a different file for him. Hang on, I'll fix that. Ah, yeah, it's feeding from app data. I'll just fix that quickly. Sorry, was someone asking me a question?
Yeah, did you want to update his HP totals?
Oh, those HP totals. Yeah, actually, what are they now? Just so I can do those in real time for you. I won't be able to update the graphic that's kind of going over the map, but I can update the HP now.
Mine's 32.
Yep, let me just head over. So, Zaark is 32. Everyone
Yep.
else?
Mine
20.
is 27.
27. Okay. What was yours, sorry, Alf?
20.
20. Gwen?
I don't know. Mine still shows 19, but that's what it was before.
Have you manually leveled up on the
No,
experience thing?
oh, that was it. I need to. Yeah, she's still number 2 druid. I need to do that. Try to remember how.
Yeah, it's okay.
So we should be getting like content from other source books, right? Because Dooms, you've shared your stuff.
I might need to reshare it again because the thing did run out. Bear me a second.
Oh, That'd be why. I'm noticing there's a magic option from Tasha's that I'm not seeing in the list.
27.
Nice.
You should be sharing again now.
Sorry, what did you say? Did you say 27?
Yes, 27.
Yeah, I just.
Sorry, I forgot
okay.
about the leveling.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to quickly just look up something for Marlowe. So just talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Well, hi there.
So, hints at Zaark's future.
Actually,
is
what I'm going to say is while I'm looking this up, you guys complete your long rest, and it's now morning. Night Hill has actually prepared a rather generous breakfast for you guys.